MKUltra was a secret CIA program. It ran from the 1950s to the 1970s. The goal was mind control. The CIA wanted to control people's thoughts and actions. They used drugs, hypnosis, and torture. They experimented on Americans and Canadians. Many victims were unaware. They never knew they were part of these experiments. MKUltra is a dark chapter in American history. It shows how far the government will go. The CIA abused its power. They violated human rights in the name of national security. The Cold War was a time of fear. America feared the Soviet Union. They feared communism. This fear led to extreme measures. The CIA started MKUltra in 1953. They wanted to create a truth serum. They believed they could use it on Soviet spies. They also wanted to control minds for espionage. Early experiments used LSD. The CIA tested it on their own agents. They also tested it on unsuspecting civilians. The results were unpredictable and often dangerous. MKUltra used many methods to control minds. Drugs were common. LSD was a favorite. They also used barbiturates and amphetamines. Hypnosis was another tool. The CIA tried to implant commands. They wanted to create sleeper agents. These agents would act on cue. Sensory deprivation was also used. Subjects were kept in isolation. They were deprived of light and sound. This caused hallucinations and mental breakdowns. MKUltra victims were diverse. Some were CIA agents. Many were unsuspecting civilians. They included students, patients in hospitals, and prisoners. One famous victim was Frank Olson. He was a CIA scientist. The CIA gave him LSD without his knowledge. He had a mental breakdown. He later died under mysterious circumstances. The CIA targeted vulnerable people. They went after those who wouldn't be believed. Many victims suffered long-term psychological damage. In the 1970s, the public learned about MKUltra. Senator Frank Church led an investigation. The CIA tried to cover up their actions. They destroyed many documents. This made it difficult to uncover the full truth. Many questions about MKUltra remain unanswered. The CIA's actions were a betrayal of public trust. They operated in secrecy. They showed disregard for human life. Section 6. Trump and the Vault. Will the truth prevail? Some believe more MKUltra secrets exist. They hope these secrets will be revealed. Some hoped former President Trump would declassify documents. Trump had promised transparency. He had the power to declassify, but he did not release anything significant about MKUltra. The truth about MKUltra remains elusive. It is a reminder of the government's capacity for darkness. It is a call for vigilance and accountability. Section 7. Echoes of MKUltra, similar programs around the world. MKUltra was not unique. Other countries had similar programs. The Soviet Union experimented with mind control, so did North Korea and China. These programs raise ethical questions. They highlight the dangers of unchecked power. They show how science can be used for harmful purposes. The quest for mind control continues. New technologies pose new threats. We need safeguards to protect our minds. Section 8. Lessons unlearned. MKUltra's enduring legacy. MKUltra had a lasting impact. It eroded trust in the government. It fueled conspiracy theories. It raised awareness of mind control. The program's legacy is a cautionary tale. It shows the dangers of secrecy and unchecked power. It reminds us of the importance of ethical boundaries. MKUltra's lessons are still relevant today. We must remain vigilant against abuses of power. We must protect our freedom of thought. Section 9. Advanced mind control techniques. The quest for mind control did not end with MKUltra. Modern techniques have evolved and become more sophisticated. Psychological manipulation, digital surveillance, and targeted propaganda are now tools in the arsenal of those seeking to influence our minds. Governments and corporations alike use these methods to shape public opinion and behavior on an unprecedented scale. The ethical implications of these advancements are profound. As technology continues to evolve, so do the methods of control. We must question who holds the power to deploy these technologies and for what purpose. The fight for mental autonomy is more critical than ever. Understanding these modern techniques is the first step in protecting ourselves from those who would seek to control our thoughts and actions. The battle for our minds continues, and it is up to each of us to remain vigilant. The legacy of MKUltra serves as a stark reminder of what can happen when ethical boundaries are crossed. In today's world, the stakes are higher and the methods more insidious. The quest for mind control is far from over, and the fight for mental freedom continues. Section 10. The political landscape. MKUltra's revelations have had lasting political impacts. They have fueled distrust in government institutions. Politicians have used these revelations to push for greater transparency and accountability. However, the political will to fully uncover the truth remains weak. The balance between national security and individual rights is a contentious issue. The legacy of MKUltra continues to shape political discourse. The aftermath of these revelations has left an indelible mark on the relationship between the public and those in power. As we navigate the complexities of modern governance, the shadow of MKUltra serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us of the delicate balance that must be maintained between safeguarding our nation and protecting our fundamental freedoms. The political landscape is forever altered, and the echoes of MKUltra's dark history still resonate today. In recent years, the debate over declassification has taken center stage. Former President Trump promised to unveil numerous government secrets, sparking hopes among transparency advocates that long-hidden MKUltra documents would finally see the light of day. Gap 2S. However, despite these promises, significant information remains shrouded in secrecy. The struggle over what should be disclosed to the public and what must remain classified for national security reasons continues to be a contentious issue. Gap 2S. Transparency advocates argue fervently that the public has a right to know the full extent of MKUltra's reach and impact. They believe that only through complete disclosure can true accountability and justice be achieved. Gap 2S. On the other side of the debate, opponents contend that certain secrets are vital to national security. They argue that revealing too much could compromise ongoing operations and put lives at risk. Gap 2S. This ongoing struggle reflects the broader tension between the need for transparency and the imperative of safeguarding national interests. As we move forward, the declassification debate will undoubtedly continue to shape our understanding of MKUltra and its lasting legacy. Gap 2S. The quest for truth and accountability remains as relevant today as it was when the first MKUltra documents were brought to light. The balance between transparency and security is delicate, and the outcome of this debate will have far-reaching implications for our society. Gap 2AS. As we delve deeper into the 21st century, the spectre of mental control continues to evolve. Advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, brain-computer interfaces, and neurotechnology are no longer the stuff of science fiction. Gap 2S. These innovations bring new conveniences and possibilities, but they also pose unprecedented ethical challenges. The potential for misuse by governments and corporations is staggering. Imagine a world where your thoughts and emotions can be monitored, influenced, or even controlled remotely. Gap 2S. The stakes have never been higher. The need for vigilance and stringent ethical oversight is more critical than ever. Gap 2S. We must remain vigilant to protect our mental autonomy from those who seek to exploit it for their own gain. Gap 2S. Our fight for mental freedom is not just a relic of the past, but a defining issue of our time. As we navigate these uncharted waters, the lessons of MKUltra remind us of the importance of safeguarding our most intimate and personal realm, our minds. Section 9. A call to vigilance. Protecting the mind in the 21st century. MKUltra may be over, but the threat remains. Governments and corporations seek to influence our minds. They use technology and propaganda. We must be aware of these threats. We must protect our privacy and autonomy. We must demand transparency from those in power. The mind is a precious thing. It is the source of our thoughts, our feelings, our very selves. We must defend it from those who would control it.